Hey guys, it's the Marketing Muse 360 again. And today I want to talk about something that you wouldn't think would be something you would mention when it comes to branding, and that's goal setting. I want to talk about setting realistic goals. I'm not the expert here when it comes to goal setting and exercises. I just have learned over the years, and of course, I'm a big believer in surrounding yourself with people you want to be like. And some of my mentors and other people in my, area that I hang out with, the real estate people and things like that. The people who I would say a little bit up in years, they are big on setting smart goals, and they're usually the successful ones. And so let's talk a little bit today about, are you setting realistic goals? And if you are, how are you measuring them, and how are you actually coming up with a plan to get there? Okay, so let's talk about these goals. So by the way, it's 6 p.m. here in Georgia where I am, and sometimes I need a pick-me-up. So if you have coffee or tea, grab your tea and let's chat. Let's talk about this, because this is the real deal of making money, right? Like, we have these aspirations. Branding is about beautiful pictures and, setting it up. But branding is a lot about strategy. And then before you even get to a strategy, you kind of got to know where you want to go. Like, where do you want to go with this whole thing? Your plan of action, this business, this vision, this gift you want to share with the world. And so before you even get started, you kind of have to keep goals on the front of your mind when you do things. So one of the things that I've learned over the years, and again, I want to just disclose, I'm not the master of goals. I just surround myself and read about it a lot. So a goal should be realistic, meaning you already know who you are. You already know if you're going to wake up early, if you exercise every day, if you post on social media every day, if you're consistent every day, if you are clear about who you are on social media. Are you clear about the systems you use to actually sell? And do you actually sell to people? And do you actually have a good product or service? Okay, those questions need to be answered before we get into the goals. But let's think about, if someone asks you what your goal was for the day. We all have these to-do lists, right? And so that's how I measure my goals from a daily perspective. And then my new thing is I'm starting to do the monthly goals. So I have a monthly goal, then a yearly goal, and then a weekly goal, and then a daily goal. And so my daily tasks, and it's so funny now that I say that out loud, I'm realizing that I kind of am doing what I know to be done, which is, what small things are you going to do every day to get to what you want? And what is it that you want? Do you want money? How much? Like, I remember posting in this group that I'm in on Facebook called Amazing Women Entrepreneurs. And I asked on it's July 1st, what are your goals, ladies? And people are like, make more money, get some new team members. And so what I did was challenge each one of them to say, I went to each comment and was like, so if you say you want to make more money, how much? And so now they had to sit back and think about it. Now you want to get new team members on your team. How many? What kind of team members? Virtual assistants? Or do you want to get new people to join up with your network marketing? If you want to create a new website, all right, well, that's pretty cut and clear. Like, I'm just going through some of the answers that I saw on the actual post. But I would say more than 50% had these high, level goals with no actual attainable end to it. So make more money, do more posting, grow on my social media, grow my followers. What is it that you want to do? So let's think for a minute. And I'm going to go through some of my goals, and I'm going to explain to you how I break them down before I write them down. And so maybe you can use the same technique for yourself as it pertains to branding, okay? As it pertains to branding, which equals marketing, which equals sales, which equals money. So for me, I have 2 businesses going at the same time. However, they both are about business owners helping to get better direction, and also closing more deals and being more clear about who they are. So I have my marketing and branding business, TMM360, and I have Virtual Live. And so Virtual Live helps people get with virtual assistants. Me and my business partner, Joey, are matchmakers to help people connect with virtual assistants. And then my branding, we set up collateral, website, email newsletters, all the things that you need for branding and communicating with your clients. So what are my goals? So instantly in my mind, and I don't know where it came from, but I've been in business for a long time, over like 12 years. So I guess there's some habits and hanging around people and stuff that you pick up. One of the things is I think about numbers. All right, what are my goals for how many virtual assistant matches do I want to make for the month of July? 20. So I told my business partner, I want to connect 20 people this month. What does that mean for us? So when I think 20, I think, okay, are our systems ready to handle those connections? Because if I bring all those in, I don't want chaos all around me. So I start thinking backwards from the 20. That means I need to do 5 a week. That means I need to do, what do I need to do to get 5 to 7 people in the pipeline per week to actually get my goal of 20? And what do I have enough help on my team right now to maintain and manage that? And is our data organized so that when people come on board, they feel like they're coming into a good organized mothership for a virtual assistant? Okay, so I have that going on. So I got, my goal is 20 for July. And then, and so what I did was broke that down to 5 a week. And what I did was look at our systems, which we have a CRM now. And so now I'm like really getting strict on myself about, I gotta get organized. So one of the things I did differently was I decided I like to write a lot when I'm doing interviews, like when I'm interviewing virtual assistants and when I'm talking to business owners. Are you that person? Do you just write a lot of notes all day and just like, where all the notes go? And so usually I have a notebook. Then I bought this electronic notebook that you can erase the words. But now I'm just writing on plain pieces of paper off of my computer, off my printing paper. But it's great because here's the idea I came up with. Well, I'm not going to take all the credit. One of the people on my team named Kirsten came up with this idea. Why don't we print out worksheets that since you like to write out the notes about who you're talking to, why don't you just print a bunch of worksheets that ask the same questions. So one, I won't feel overwhelmed with every time I have an interview, I'm asking the same questions. I'm writing them down in the areas they belong, and I'm organized. So when I go back to figure out what is what, I know where it is. So let me get a 3-ring binder, print out a bunch of those, set up my notebook so that I'm ready. And I have my virtual assistants, I have my branding clients, and I have my business clients looking for virtual assistants. And on the back of the notebook is random to-do lists, different things like that in a 3-ring binder. This was my new thing to do so that I can accomplish my 20 people. So you see, if I'm not going to get 20 people unless I'm organized, because I got to follow up. I got to know who to match with who. I got to be able to talk to my team. We got to make sure everybody's on point. So, okay, all that went into just trying to get 20 new virtual assistant clients. Now let's talk about how many new branding clients I want. So I've already been doing discovery calls with people, and I have several people in the pipeline that are waiting for branding proposals. And so when that happened, I made a mistake because I didn't do the same thing I did with my virtual assistant goal. I said, well, I have a free workbook that I give out with a free online class for people who want to know branding. And so one of the things that I didn't do was, okay, how many people do I even want? How many branding clients do I even want? And what's the average sale I'm looking to get per branding person? So now when I got all these calls and I got to follow up, I immediately went back into that notebook. That's where I added the branding client notes. But here's the other thing. I decided that I wanted to change my packages because I want them to be more streamlined so that we can actually have systems in order to deliver a lot of branding to a lot of people. Because right now it's not built to be able to handle a lot of people. So I'm sharing all the intricate details of how my mind works when it comes to building a goal, when it comes to branding, because I'm going to do 2 lives a week. I'm going to post on social media every day, in my LinkedIn and my Facebook and my Instagram. I'm going to be putting in stories. Like, my goal, my strategy to brand, to get people to those goals that I had, the 20 for the virtual assistant and 10, I finally came up with it, 10 branding clients per month is what I would like us to accomplish per month. That's it. And actually, when we're done at 10, I'm going to have to tell the folks to get on the waiting list for the next month, because we want to deliver great customer service. And in order to deliver a robust branding product for clients, you really need that time to go back and forth with projects, to make it clear and beautiful and deliver it on time and be able to answer the calls. And so I want to stay boutique on that one. That's my goal. My goal is not to scale and have all this stuff going on. That is I'm very clear on that. What are you clear on? Are you clear on how big you want your credit repair business to go? Are you clear on how big you want your, let's say, eyelash company? Or if you're real estate, one of the things I remember working with realtors, and only one realtor gave me a real answer that made sense, and it was a realistic goal. How much do you want to make? Right? How many deals do you want to close? Like, what does this look like? And so everybody was like, oh yeah, I'd like to close 10 deals a month, 12 deals a month. Not thinking, what is it going to actually take you from a contract, negotiating, all the people on your phone all day, all those things going back and forth to make that goal happen. Not to mention your branding and being consistent every day on your branding to get that many people in your pipeline, right? And it's always this ethereal answer that, oh, I would like this, but I know in the back of their head, they're not really thinking of what it takes to get there. But this one guy, I asked him, what is his goal? He was like, I would like to make $3,000 to $5,000 a month. That could be 1 deal a month or 2. And that's good for me, Shauna. I'm a retired military. I like my time. I know what it takes to close each deal. He's military, so he gets it, right? Structure. So you have to think that way. You got to think, I'm not really saying to be structured like that, but whatever goal you put, always think. And if you can't think, like if it doesn't pop up in your head, then go ahead and write down how much of you is it going to take to accomplish? Do you have enough of you with the kids and the soccer game and the baseball games and the baby and the changing? Are you tired? Do you have to go to bed at 9? Do you have to cook dinner for a lot of people? Does your energy like kind of die down around like 6 or 7? Like, so if it's not realistic, don't beat yourself up with something that's not going to work. Do something that makes sense and that you can actually accomplish. And not only that, when you see that, okay, I figured out a way that I'm actually closing deals. I'm closing 2 to 3 deals, but I'm going to need some help to get to 6. Well, you can call me and we can do a virtual assistant to help with those other steps that you don't have time to do. So overall, the message of today's video is goals and branding do go together. Very much so. But more than anything, you really need to think about yourself. And realistically, how do you want to live your life, your day-to-day, to accomplish those goals? Because it's the very small task that you do every day that's going to get you to the finish line. And that finish line is a monthly finish line, quarterly finish line, and a yearly finish line. So I hope this video helped, guys. I am very passionate about anything that has to do with helping business owners. If you're interested, in the description box below, I have my free branding workbook for you. If you would love to buy the book, 7 Secrets to Branding Yourself, that link will be there as well. And I'm hoping by the time this video is out that my entrepreneur gear is out. I love entrepreneur gear. Why? Because when you're walking around at the grocery store, maybe you're not dressed up in a uniform or anything that you wear, but you do let people know that you got your own business. It is a conversation starter. So if you're interested, hopefully that link is in there. If not, it will be at some point. But thank you guys for joining me. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. You can take the link and put it on your Facebook and share it with your friends that you know really have something powerful to give to the world. And this could probably help them really pull back and get it right. Have a good day, guys. Bye.